So one thing I'll talk about on this podcast is success, and what it looks like is different for each individual, right?
Yeah.
So somebody might have the goal of being a doctor, a teacher, a professional athlete, but whatever it is, it's achievable for each person if you have the skills and if you have
Yeah.
access to it. So I think it's great the way you're bringing that all together. Now, is that just you working one-on-one with the athletes, or do you have a team that's working with them?
Yeah, I have a team of people that work with me on that, different coaches and other mentors and some of my directors. Um, but in that, the key is it takes a village, So I have some parents who help and volunteer. I have some staff who have other networks through the school systems here, through Wake County Public Schools and through the elementary schools. So we start them around about that 10, it's between 10 and 18-year-old kids. Right when they're at 10, they're kind of like, had to be funny. It was like a 10-year-old's like, I want to be OBJ. I'm like, all right, cool. They're like, yeah, I'm about to be LeBron. I'm like, you sure you want to do that? Like, yeah, I know I'm going to be that guy. I'm like, okay, let me train you. And based off your work ethic, I'll let you know right off the back. And they're like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this. I need a break. I need to sit down. I'm like, you really don't want this. So
Right.
now I kind of, and it's a backwards way, but it actually helps because now the kid is like, wow, I thought I was going to be the next LeBron James, but I can't make, 5 layups and I can't make all of my free throws and I can't get up and down the court without getting so tired. I need to practice and practice. And I kind of want to quit. I don't really want to do this. Okay, great. So you waste spending a lot of time doing this and back and forth dribbling. Now you can focus on your academics. Let's get into the books because now that hoop dream over. So let's focus on the mentoring and let's focus on the academic counseling. Let's get into that. If you want to play leisurely basketball, just play on your team, sure. But then I'll get a guy's like, yo, I'm going to be the next Jerry Rice or, the next Tom Brady. All right, let's work out. And they dog it and they're not playing no games you want to break. Nope, I'm ready to go. Like, whoa, coach, after the workout, coach, can we work out again? No, we just worked. Nope, I need to work. I want to work. Then I know that they're hungry. So now I can add based off of what they're at. Some guys come into already with 4.0 GPAs. Some kids don't have parents in the household. Their aunts maybe send them to me. So I'm able to figure out and I tailor it based off of, each individual. So each time is completely different. But it's a great way to learn each person's, very specific prototype of what they want to do in their life.
Yeah, I think that's awesome because you're really meeting the kid where they are, working with their strengths, working with their weaknesses. Because many times when kids are meeting a coach, right, for training, it's either you cut it athletically or you don't. If you don't cut it, don't waste your time, don't waste my time. Let's move on with this. But even the kids who you see and they finally realize, hey, I might not be a Division I athlete, but you can still help them be a Division I scholar athlete or,
Yeah.
get a scholarship for school, an academic scholarship. So at the end of the day, I always tell my athletes, look, at one day, the ball is going to stop dribbling. You got to hang up the cleats at some point. You might be 30, you might be 35, you might be 18 or 19, or you might get injured as a high school player and never be able to play again. So you always got to, be well-rounded.
Definitely.
As an athlete,
Definitely that plan B. And also too, I would be doing myself a disservice if I don't say this. Some athletes do come to me and they don't have the mindset right off the back. Like they go, I didn't know it was this hard. I'm not training you as a high school athlete. I'm training you for you want to be an NFL player. I'm gonna train you like an NFL player right now. Just because you're 15 doesn't mean you can't train like you're getting ready for pro day. So they're like they haven't developed that mindset. So then I teach them that mindset. And then they're like, wow, if I really want this, I need to like change my mindset, my attitude, my demeanor, my way and talk and walk. I need to really do this. So then they're like, all right, I can do this too. So some of them come into it and they have an expectation and I debunk that right away. And then, I'll even do film session with them. We're like, oh, this is part of the game too. It's going to take a while. You see this? See your play? Look, you see your play? I'm literally doing this. You see your play? Look at your play. Yeah. Look, what are you doing? Look at your stance. Look at your start. Look at the top of your route. Did you burst out a break? What about this? Did you block? He's like, oh my God. I was like, this is just the normal stuff. in the film
Yeah.
room. I was like, so you got to get used to this. And they're like, teaching the kids, like, what you really want, let me show you. And if you can find out now, I don't want to go through this much work, this much pain, this much overcoming the, this hill, this mountain, there's almost that Walter Payton mountain.
Yeah.
I'm good on that. Then now you can get straight to, what do you want to do? I want to own my own business, or I do want to be a doctor. I do want to be a lawyer, or I want to, I want to work at my family business. Okay, let's get to that. And you buy yourself a lot of time, because I know a lot of guys who will go to the league, or I mean, who want to pursue the league, and they're pursuing the league until they're like 25, 26. And then they're like, all right, I got to hang it up. Like you said, I got to hang up the cleats. And now they're so far behind, and then it takes 4 years to build a resume, get a job, start getting into the workforce. And now they're 30, having a child, and now you're 31 and you're just getting a part-time a base salary job. And they're so behind, they're so far behind the eight ball, because college sometimes doesn't prepare you for real world experiences either,
Right.
because they're
Mhm.
just using you up as an athlete, which is like, listen, score that touchdown, shoot the shot, you put these butts in the seats, we're good. Nobody's really teaching us how to walk, live, act, and kind of move. So it's kind of, we're doing ourselves, our generation, as well as our African American student athletes, a disservice.
Absolutely. Absolutely.